Media Watch next. How are you, sir?
Very well, thanks, Mark.
NATO summit coming to an end.
Yes.
But there's tension. Obviously, Donald Trump noticing a few leaders perhaps talking about him.
Right, so just a couple of headlines to sort of give the background to the final day. We'll remember this interview given by Emmanuel Macron to The Economist, where he said NATO is becoming brain dead. That was sort of it was a provocation, according to some pieces of analysis. For example, Sylvie Kaufmann of Le Monde, she referred to it. She said Macron's provocation was to alert his NATO partners about current insecurity issues. For example, the certain withdrawal of the US, and most leaders in Europe, in particular Germany, are suspicious of Emmanuel Macron's desire to bring Russia a bit closer into the fray. So this was, I suppose, it was a provocation to get people talking about the broader security changes in NATO. But Emmanuel Macron, Donald Trump, I keep mixing their names up today, very, very nasty was his response to that yesterday. So,
because the implication from the brain death thing was that it was because of Trump's lack of leadership. That was the thing, wasn't it? Which, of course, Trump took as a real personal affront, hence the very, very nasty remark, as he said.
And also a sense in Europe that America was withdrawing, and this remark then prompted
Which is true,
Donald Trump to say, you can't say that. NATO is actually strong, and you can't make statements like that. So all of that by way of showing this headline in the New York Magazine. Macron uses toddler reverse psychology trick to fool Trump into supporting NATO. So that's how some have been reading that. In other words, Emmanuel Macron sort of being provocative in order to get Donald Trump to say things that were positive about it.
I think there's a lot in that.
Possibly. Possibly. There was certainly some psychology going on. In any case, we saw that with all of those tensions today, Donald Trump didn't turn up for the final press conference. He'd given impromptu press conferences at the beginning of the summit that rambled on for some 40 minutes. This is Jim Acosta of CNN, who has previously had tension with Donald Trump. Empty chairing, empty staging the US president, where he was meant to hold that press conference today. Anyway, all of that was sort of the build-up, but today a lot of attention went to a video of other leaders. Justin Trudeau, you can see here the Jakarta post. It went completely viral all over the world. Everyone was talking about this. When various leaders were picked up on camera talking about
Trudeau, Boris Johnson, Emmanuel Macron. I think that's Pedro Sanchez, I think.
That's Princess Anne in the background.
Yeah, you'll see a hair, can't you?
And it's mostly Justin Trudeau. So let's get we'll need some audio on this, and I'll play this clip now.
Trudeau's telling a story well, isn't he? Clearly.
He is. So clearly they didn't know they were being filmed here. And I suppose Justin Trudeau came out of it looking the most well. He was certainly told by Donald Trump that he was behaving in a two-faced way when he was asked about it later on, before refusing to give a press conference. In any case, it is interesting that that video came out at all, because apparently, first of all, according to The Guardian, this was the pool footage, so what all of the media had available to them. Sputnik News, which is a Russian broadcaster, live streamed it on their Facebook page, and what the video we just saw was CBC, the Canadian state broadcaster's shortened subtitled version of it. But it did lead to a lot of people kind of wondering how that got out at all. Do we really think Sputnik, because people thought that Sputnik were there, gets to send a camera with a pretty decent microphone into Buckingham Palace? Not at all. This was the pool video. But interestingly, Emmanuel Macron was asked about this by an Italian journalist for La Repubblica. And he said, I'm not going to comment on a stolen video. That video wasn't supposed to be filmed in that room. So there is some degree of confusion if the French president is sort of suggesting that it wasn't pool footage.
Who filmed
Maybe
it?
It was somebody's smartphone.
Who filmed it? How did it get to Sputnik? That's the thing, isn't it?
Right.
So how did that happen?
Lots of... There was one other video just before I go, Mark, that got tongues wagging. This is Princess Anne. You can see her here in the wings. She didn't kind of... what would you say? Respond to the Queen's invitation to come a little bit closer and speak to Donald Trump. So some people were...
It's like she's calling her into the line so she can speak to Trump and Melania, and then she goes, holds her hands and go, I'm not going there.
Maybe not.
But I think it's fair to point out, I don't think she was there for anybody else either. So.
Right. And maybe protocol, she was just respecting protocol possibly. But lots of people sort of speculating on whether Trump was being snubbed or mocked or whatever was going on.
You know, but if your mum says, come and get in line, you come and get in line. And when your mum's the Queen.
Well, yes.
You shouldn't say no, should you?
Prestigious lady.
There you go. James with Media Watch, thank you very much.
Thanks, Mark.
Great to see you, sir. Thanks to Kate for the business, as ever. And thanks to you for watching. Stay with us live from Paris.